here in today's health headlines, how broken bones differ for children and adults, the emotional effects of a broken bone on a child, and how personalized casting can help children feel better about their recovery. Joining us live this morning is Dr. Marissa Su, pediatric orthopedic surgeon at Yale Medicine and assistant professor of orthopedics and rehabilitation at the Yale School of Medicine. A long title, but clearly you are very qualified, doctor. Welcome and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So this is incredibly fascinating. Why are broken bones in children different when it comes to fractures in adults? And what makes treating an injury in a growing child particularly important?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, children are not just little versions of adults. They have a lot of different structural differences that make their orthopedic injuries a little bit different. So, for one, they have a wonderful capacity for bone healing and remodeling. And so, an injury that maybe in you or me would require an invasive surgical intervention can often be treated without any sort of surgery in these kids. I usually just cast them. And then another part of their bones that are a little bit different is they have growth plates. And so growth plates are the reason why a 20-inch newborn baby can eventually grow up to be a 6 foot tall person. And when fractures involve these growth plates, it's super important to immobilize them and treat them the right way to prevent growth problems later on. And so a really large part of my practice is putting on hard fiberglass casts that protect the full extremity.
And you know, as you're talking about this, I think back to that time when I was a child at 6 years old and I jumped off my mom's bed and broke my arm, and I had a cast for a long time. But like you said, when you're a child, because I guess, you know, you're a lot different than an adult, you're able to heal faster. So very fascinating. You mentioned you normally cast a child that goes through this, and casts are designed to immobilize and protect a broken bone, but how can wearing one impact a child emotionally and psychologically as well? Because this is something that's on their arm. Sometimes it's big, arm, leg, doesn't matter. And everybody notices this.
Yeah, that's a really great point. So, in my practice, I take care of kids all the way from newborn up to age 18. And I can tell you that it's a scary experience to get a cast at any age, unfortunately. It comes with a lot of fear, anxiety, and this kind of loss of autonomy. Like, they're thinking, am I going to be able to do all the things that I love, right? And then, of course, the injury itself is often quite traumatic, right? There's pain involved, there's a lot of fear. And wearing a cast can also serve as a constant reminder to the child of, this is what I had to go through even long after the pain has subsided. And so it is, I think we really want to be considering those emotional aspects just as much as the physical ones.
Absolutely. It can be a tough time, as you mentioned, very traumatic, but artwork can help. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and so I do personalized artwork on my cast for patients that want it. And this is truly one of my favorite parts of my job. I started this in fellowship where I met many patients, and patients who walked in the door just in tears over their broken elbow or their broken wrist. I saw them just light up immediately when I put their favorite football team or superhero or their pet on their cast. And I saw how this can really transform really scary experience into this wonderful, token of self-expression and pride. And we had talked about how this cast is a constant reminder of this trauma. I've noticed in my patients that it's really turned from this constant, maybe negative reminder into a personal token of the strength and resilience that it took to recover from this injury. And now a lot of my patients not only ask to keep their cast, but when I see them back for follow-up, I see it they show me pictures of the cast being proudly displayed in their home.
Yeah, you know, it's something that a lot of people might want to forget about, but when you have this personalized cast, such creative artwork, I'm sure it's something that you want to hold on to. So thanks for all the work that you do, Doctor. A beautiful initiative that you've created that I'm sure is cheering a lot of kids up as they go through what is considered a very stressful and difficult time. So thanks for joining us to talk about this today. Really appreciate your time, Dr. Su.